Hey guys, welcome to another craft kit testing video here on my channel. Last week I did write this journal, so if you missed out on that and you're interested, I will link this in the description box below as well as the iCard up in the corner. But today we're gonna get into this craft kit. You guys voted and the results came back as a mystery craft, which I knew what it was, but you guys did not. I chose a vintage one. And as of the time filming this intro, I have not actually looked at it yet. Obviously, it's in the thumbnail, but only the future version of myself has seen that. Packing peanuts. It's so cute. I just dumped a lot of stuff. I'm so jealous of those of you who grew up getting to see these in the aisles of the store. It's copyright 1983 by Hallmark Inc. Rainbow Brite, obviously, Shrinky Dinks. When I was a kid, my grandma had this puzzle, a Rainbow Brite puzzle. I always thought I was a champ when I finished it. I've just always really liked Rainbow Brite and the Care Bears, all the 80s cartoons, the Smurfs, all those guys. I really liked the Flintstones, the Jetsons. I really hope that it works. Even if it doesn't work, we're still keeping this video alive. We're gonna keep it going and I'm just gonna tell you that it failed. Sometimes that happens, it's okay. The box is a little bit bent, but it hasn't been opened yet, which is really, really cool. No one's ever played with this, which is good because you can't reuse Shrinky Dinks. I wore the most colorful shirt that I own. This is the closest to rainbow that it gets. Before we get into this, by the way, I do have a craft kit testing playlist as well, so I'll link that with the Wreck This Journal and it'll be in the corner too. It looks like this side has already started to open. I really just don't want to ruin this box, so I'm going to open this very, very slowly. Do not rip, do not rip. Oh, yes. This is the first piece I see. It's this little stand for the Rainbow Brite characters to stand on. I wonder though if some of those stands got lost because that one was just loose in the box and there was kind of a hole in the corner, so I'm not counting on them all being here. Whoa, something hit the window. I'm more excited about this than I should be. It's a giant rainbow. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And the back is black. That is not something that I see nowadays. I just want to put this on my wall. This makes me a little bit more confident that I'll have enough. So these little stands actually are on a thing. Yeah, so you twist them off of this. What? There's colored pencils in here? There's obviously not enough. I really just don't understand why kits do this. You're not going to be able to color everything in with these 7 colored pencils. There's not even a blue one or a yellow one, so how are you going to color Rainbow Brite to look like Rainbow Brite? That would really just tick me off as a kid. I would get so upset when they would just give these little tiny markers with the velvet coloring sets. You guys know what I'm talking about. They'd give the littlest markers and it's that's gonna cover a dot on here and then run out of ink. I think this is hilarious that there's not even rainbow colors in here. Well, maybe I retract a tiny bit of that statement because there is a light blue, but there's definitely not a dark enough blue for Rainbow Brite's outfit. There's not purple, so you have to mix the blue and pink. Anyway, just yeah. I'm gonna be using my own colored pencils, but I will try these. We have the sprites with the star trees. We have the mines. The pits. And we have the color castle. And the rainbow piece was connected up here. I just smelled this. No shame. Whoever had this kept it in really nice condition because it doesn't smell musty like a basement. It doesn't smell like cigarette smoke. It smells like vintage. Here's an offer to order more Shrinky Dinks. You can buy the sheets unprinted. You can buy colored pencils. A set of 8, which there's only 7 here, it says would be $3.40, which seems pretty expensive for the 80s. You could get way more than just those colored pencils at Dollar Tree right now for $1. Blank Shrinky Dink paper for $2.95. That is a steal. That's amazing. This instruction booklet, it tells you how to put the play set together and then how to, of course, color and cut out and assemble the Shrinky Dinks after shrinking, how to shrink them, and then there are helpful hints here. Finally, we have these character sheets of Shrinky Dinks. There's 3 of them. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't see why this shrink paper wouldn't work even though it's so old. It feels brand new. I'm gonna have to look up all the characters' names because I just basically know Rainbow Brite. I know that she's the green one and I really like her. I know these are sprites. I don't know him. The horse. I have no idea. Is she the yellow one? I have a whole lot of coloring to do. I don't think I'm gonna do all of these. We'll see how far I get. To truly test this set, I of course have to show you how the colored pencils that came with the set actually work. So I don't want to waste them on a cute figure. I'm gonna put them on this backward facing sprite. You can't see his face. I just feel like this is probably the most pointless one that I don't really care if it gets messed up. I don't care if these colored pencils don't work. So we're trying it on him or her. The quality of these colored pencils is actually pretty nice. I feel that the color goes on smoothly, but of course my biggest complaint, as I mentioned, how are you going to get that deep blue, like a normal blue for Rainbow Brite's outfit? And a lot of the sprites also have this color. Not to mention there's no brown, there's no purple. Next, I'm going to compare my childhood colored pencils, or I should say childhood Crayolas, because this is all Crayolas. They're my favorite affordable drugstore, should we say, colored pencils, you know, not the high-end ones. So I will test Prismacolor after this and do a comparison of the three, but I definitely was not a Rose Art girl. I did not like the Rose Art colored pencils or crayons. I have quite a few colors here. Coloring isn't quite as smooth, but I can already tell that there's so much more pigment. It's a lot more bright and bold, so I am happy. I like this a lot better than the colored pencils that came with the kit already. Now onto the Prismacolors, and I'm not very surprised that these are my favorite to color on this shrink paper with. High price ticket, but definitely worth it with quality and pigment. But which one will bake best? I'm gonna cut them out and put them head to head. Here we go. I'm about to put this in for 4 magic minutes, as the instructions say. So it should be done. It's so small. Ah. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn the camera on. Let me redo this. This is what we call editing magic. Pretend to put it back. Go. And then it says to take some cardboard or whatever you have and flatten it. There we go. Just hold that down for a minute or however long. Trying to work with 2 cameras by oneself is difficult. Okay, it's really cute. Look how tiny it is. Part is a little bit foggy and it looks like I never cleaned my oven, but it's actually, those spots are mostly between the 2 pieces of glass and I have no clue how to clean in between that, so it is what it is. In my opinion, the test results are Prismacolor is the best, followed by the kit colored pencil, and then somehow Crayola came in 3rd. I was expecting it to come in 2nd, but the kit ones just look better in my opinion. here are the completed Shrinky Dinks that I decided to do. I think that this is enough because the horse, Starlight, took over an hour and a half to color. Rainbow Brite took about an hour. And yeah, they just took a while. So I would like to save these for when I watch TV on the couch or something to like color more of them. One minor issue that I will point out is that the Prismacolor colored pencil, since it's so pigmented, it kind of flakes if you press really hard. So I did have a little bit of spottage on a couple of them, but it wasn't a huge issue. And some of the colors also did flake into Starlight's white fur. That happened while baking. I'm about to set up Rainbow Land, but first, please vote on which of these videos you'd like to see me post next Friday, either create this book or another craft kit. Go ahead and leave a comment below, or you can vote in the actual poll by clicking the iCard. The smaller figures do actually slide around in the stands and you can't move them without them falling out. This is just because they don't shrink as thick as the bigger ones. So these two are great. Murky's a little bit small as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know, and also ring the bell so you'll be notified every single time I post, which is every single Friday. Oh, gee. Gosh. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!